from the Virtual Beauty Bar. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about flagging a brochure. So there are various different ways or reasons why you might be wanting to flag a brochure, whether it's to show your customer that their favourite product or one of their favourite products is on offer, and whether it's a new product coming out that you think they might like, or whether it's their product has been discontinued and you are finding a replacement for them. So many different reasons. There are many different ways as well on flagging a brochure. I know that Lisa does hers different to me. I've got a couple of ways and Lisa also has a couple of ways. So Lisa, whilst I set my camera up to show how I flag a brochure, do you want to take us through yours?
I will indeed, Amy. Hello. So this is possibly a way most people don't think of. And I normally do this when I'm going back to a customer. So they've already ordered off me and I'm kind of halfway through the month. So I'm actually going to be taking the book back to them for a second time. So what I do is I open the book at a particular page, and I am going to put a sample in, and I'm just going to bend the book back like that. So everything else is in the book, my normal order forms, but I'm just highlighting a particular page. Now, it could be that I know they have showed an interest in, for example, this one is perfume, or it could be skincare, or it could be something in particular. So then when they take this out of the bag with their order, it doesn't look like the same book. So that's something that I do when I go back for my second to drop my order off. So this isn't, I don't normally do this on the first drop. But if I'm going back, and sometimes customers buy twice a month, then I'll do that. So Amy, you're going to show everybody now. You've turned your camera around. There's quite light on that. Can you move a bit closer to it at all?
Bear with me. Let me see what I can do.
There we go.
I'll hold it up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So I know that this is one of my customers' favourite perfumes, and it's actually on offer in this month. So this is the page that I want to flag personally. So what I will do is I am going to take the corner and fold it up to the middle of the page like this, and fold it and crease it. And I'm going to repeat that again. So take the corner and fold it up. Now this is going to create like a cone shape. So when the brochure is actually folded up, that offer is sticking out the top of the page. And what I can also do, if this is a new product or a product replacement, like I was mentioning at the beginning, I sometimes also put a sample in there. So because you've created like a cone shape, you can just pop that sample in that cone for the customer to try. So that is one of the ways I flag a brochure, and then the offer is sticking out at the top. And this also does still fit in the brochure bags as well, with the cone at the top. So yeah, that's what
I suppose you could flag multiple pages. You could do it the opposite way, couldn't you? So like one at the bottom, one at the top, or
Absolutely. And if you wanted to, if you were doing multiple, you could just fold it over like that as well, so that it wasn't going to damage the bag in any sort of way, or damage the pages. So you could just like bend it over the top as well, but I tend to keep it sticking out personally, but that's again just personal preference.
Great. I've heard people refer to this as lumpy brochure. Have you?
Oh no, I've not heard of that one.
I think it yeah, I heard somebody referring to this, but this was a rep who was abroad. So yeah, and I thought lumpy brochure. So there we go. Right, lovely. Well, while you turn your camera back round, I'm going to show you another two ways. So the first one is just so simple, very, very low cost. And again, if you have a customer who might buy, for example, the Lash Genius mascara. So next month, I know it's on offer. I've got next month's brochure, so I'm just sort of starting to get my head around that. So on the front, on a post-it note, I've written, so page 43, your favourite mascara on offer, £8.50. So I might have thought, well, she hasn't bought it this month. She might have bought it the month before, but she might wish to stock up. So just because we're not doing something fancy or putting a sample in doesn't mean that we can't highlight it. And some people do put post-it notes in as well, don't they, like sticking out?
Yeah.
So that's one way. The other way is by just placing samples inside. So I know you folded the page over. So I've just popped a little sample inside there with a little bit more information about fragrance. So I've just popped it in there, and then the other one popping out the top is another sample which is to do with skincare. So I'm just literally popping them in, and you could even put a post-it note on the front and say, hi Amy, I know you love skincare. This is new. Why don't you try it? So things don't necessarily have to be expensive, or you don't have to flag loads. You might just be choosing to flag one. If there's a new perfume, for example, sometimes Avon do bundles, don't they, on, buying 25 samples or tubes, and you could just think, right, well, I'll do 25 customers and flag it like you just did. So a couple of quick ways there for you to flag a brochure differently. So you've got like Amy's way, you've got my way with it folded back, or you've just basically got them popped in, or a little note on the front. Can you think of any others, Amy?
Yeah, so I personally do something slightly different with post-it notes. So this is slightly different to flagging a brochure, but this is one way of possibly getting customers to make sure that they flick through every single page, or if you've got a customer that hasn't placed an order for a few months, and you want to up your sales that month, this is a great little tip. I've not personally done it for a long time actually, but this episode sparked me to remember this is something that I did. So I've just got a post-it note here, and I've written on it, free samples with your order. Please stick me to your order form with smiley face. I mean, you can say anything. You could say free samples, you could say free item, you could say percentage off your order, whatever you want to give. And then what I will literally do is just randomly open up the brochure and stick it in. So when that customer is flicking through, they will come across that offer. So they actually have to physically open up the brochure and flick through it. And then the idea is that they will then just stick it to that order form, and that they have found that offer or that voucher, and that they've flicked through the brochure. But what I do always say to my customers is to get this, they have to place an order.
Okay. Does it matter how much?
No, I mean, again, you could tailor it to however you wanted to, really. It depends on what you can afford, I guess, as well. So this, like I say, this is something that I've not done for a while. But what I would tend to do is just send out a blanket message to all of my customers and just say, I have 5 lucky brochures, and they might have. Well, they will have 5 lucky brochures have a post-it note inside with a special offer. So make sure you place an order, because you only qualify basically if you place an order and stick it on your order form. So then I'll stick it on their order form. So that's when I will know the 5 lucky people. Sometimes I don't know where those stickers are going to, because they are totally random, totally sporadic. Or sometimes I might tailor it, like I say, to a customer that maybe hasn't placed an order for a couple of months, and it just encourages them to actually open up the brochure and have a flick through. So yeah, that is something else I personally do. So not necessarily flagging a brochure, but certainly trying to think outside the box in how to get that brochure opened, or people to have a look at offers, certainly anyway.
I love that idea. I think it's really good. And you could also, I think you could possibly, depending on what level you are a game, if you're a gold, a silver, a gold, a platinum, or a VIP rep, you might want to give a 10% discount off. But you could put a caveat in that when you order before the 20th of June, for example, or whatever month it is. So you could pop that in as well, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you feel like, oh, this is normally a slow month for me, or August, everyone's on holiday. So, you could do something like that as well. And that might be a different solution. So you might not necessarily be giving away something free, but you're giving a little bit of a discount. So that's great. I think there's some real gems in that information. I can't get my words out today. So thank you very much. I know, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. However and wherever you are watching or listening, don't forget you can email us at thevirtualbeautybar@gmail.com. But please, we'd love to hear your comments. And if you're getting any value in this, please give us a little like. And throw us some questions, tell us what you do, because that helps everybody else who's watching as well. We are getting some people starting to private message us asking some questions. If we don't respond, please just give us a little bit of time, because we are working as well. So we're trying to do this in our spare time. So we're trying to find the same spare time at the same time can be quite challenging. Please do comment. We'd love to hear what you do or what you think, whether you're going to try this, and we will respond as soon as we can. So thanks very much, everyone, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.